Hello everyone, my name is Walter Bernoulli and welcome to the class. As you can see, the name of my company is MedSenior Saving Solutions and my goal today is explain how Medicare works. Why you need to understand this? Because let me tell you, I know what you're going through. My mom, not as I mentioned in the video, my mother not too long ago, she turned 65. Well, when I say not too long ago, I mean like 3, 4 years ago. But I remember we were getting calls every time, the letters. It is stressful. It is really, really annoying, all those calls. But you know what is even more annoying? Getting all that information, being bombarded with all those calls, getting all those letters, and not understanding how to read this information, right? We get all these calls, we get the information from all these people, from all these letters, and you wonder what is true at the end. What is the truth, right? Who is telling me the truth? So my goal today is to show you your two paths, the two options that you have once you turn 65. And this is information that your agent should be sharing with you, okay? And most likely he or she doesn't share this with you because probably he is risking the sale, right? But you have to understand from those options, you have to understand the path that you are taking and the path that you are leaving. Okay, why you need to understand both? Because you have to have that sense of security that you are doing the right thing for you. All right, so let's get started. Oh, by the way, towards the end of my presentation, I have a little something for you. So let's get started. 65 years old. 65 years old is an important age for an American citizen. Okay, Walter, go to the point, okay? All right, I'll go to the point. Option number one, original Medicare. Option number two, Medicare Advantage plan, also known as Part C. You have these two options again, the original Medicare and the Medicare Advantage plan or Part. Well, yes, it's Medicare Advantage plan, also known as Part C. Now, let's start with original Medicare. When you go to the original Medicare path, it means that you're going to start using your red, white, and blue card, okay? The one that you receive on the mail. Once you get your red, white, and blue card, you will get two benefits. Hospital benefit, which is your Part A, and your doctor's benefit, which is your Part B, okay? Walter, I get doctor's insurance, I get hospital insurance, but what's the catch? Is it free? It all depends. Because Part A is supposed to be free. You're gonna get it for free as long as you work your 40 quarters or the time required by Social Security for you to get this benefit. Okay? You're gonna get it for free. You don't pay anything for it. And of course, you get your Part B, and the Part B has a premium, which is $134. So the cost for you to have your red, white, and blue card is $134. Yes, Walter, but before we go any further, would you please tell me what do I get for paying this $134? Well, generally speaking, this red, white, and blue card pays for 80% of your doctors and hospital bills. Okay? There are we can get into details, but generally speaking, it pays 80% of your doctors and hospital bills. Okay? And a couple of features of your Medicare Part A and B or your original Medicare is that you can use it anywhere throughout the United States. You can go to any doctor, you can go to any hospital as long as they take Medicare. Okay, and of course you don't need to have a primary doctor, and unless special circumstances, you don't need a referral for you to see the specialist. Okay, so this is Part A and B. You have to have this. You have to have this before turning 65. Otherwise, you will be penalized not one, twice, three times. You will be penalized forever, for life. The second card that we are going to need if we decide to take original Medicare path is your Part D or your prescription plan. Okay, Walter, how much does it cost to have Part D? Well, it all depends. I saw prices starting at $14 or $16 if you don't take any medicine, right? I mean, all the way up to, I cannot even say the price because it's very hard to determine because it is based upon the amount of medicines that you take, okay? But the national average is around $34, $35. Let's say $34, okay? So you have to have Part A and B, and you have to have Part D, okay? When I say you have to have, is because you have to have it. Otherwise, if you don't enroll, if you do not enroll on your Part A and B and your Part D before age 65 or 3 months after you turn 65, then you will be penalized, okay? Okay, Walter, well, so do you mean that I have to pay, so I get 80% benefit, okay, I got my prescription discount, so does it mean that am I responsible for the other 20%? The answer is yes, you're responsible for a 20%, okay? Now, if let's say if you go to the doctor visit and the doctor visit costs you $100, I mean, we can probably put together $20, right? However, if something major happens, let's say if we develop a cancer, a brain tumor, a knee replacement, or open heart surgery, anything, I mean, those bills are really, really expensive, and 20% of a big bill is still a big bill. Okay, so let's say if an average is $100,000, not many people have $20,000 laying around the house where you can just write a check from or just can pull it like this, okay? So you have the option to pay out of your pocket, or you can pick up a plan that is called a Medicare Supplement, Medicare Supplemental, or Medicare Supplement, also known as Medigap. Okay, the term supplement is used only when you pick up original Medicare. All right, just so you know, the term supplement is used only when you pick up original Medicare. So you have Part A and B, Part D, and your Medicare Supplement plan, okay, or Medigap. The reason why I repeat over and over this is because I heard customers that they have the wrong concept of what a Medicare supplement plan is. Okay, so that's why I stress that the term Medicare supplement plan is only used when you take original Medicare path. Walter, how much does it cost? I understood that. How much does it cost? Well, first of all, it pays at 20%, means that you don't have to pay all those extra bills. You're covered 100%, and the cost normally is between $80 to $140, depending on the state, basically depending where you live. Okay, so it fluctuates between $80 to $140 a month. Okay, now, so I purposely I put the numbers because you need to be very clear as far as making the calculations, because if you take original Medicare, you know that you have to pay $134. You know that you will pay around between $16 to $34 for your prescriptions, and this is the number that will determine how much your overall cost is going to be. Okay. Now, some of the characteristics of original Medicare is that regulated by the federal government, especially the Medicare Supplement Plan. Okay, with the Medicare Supplement Plan, no matter what company you go, is the same exact benefit. Okay, it's the same exact benefit no matter what company you go, the same basic benefit. And of course, the rules were established by the government, and the insurance companies they must follow those rules. as I mentioned before, well, I didn't mention this, but you can take your original Medicare and you will be covered overseas. And yes, you can be covered 100%, where to the point that you don't have to pay any doctor or hospital bills. You don't have to make any co-payment, co-insurance. There is no maximum out-of-pocket amounts. And of course, there is no network. Your network is the whole US. You can go anywhere, any hospital, any doctor, as long as they take Medicare. And of course, it's you can renew it annually. It's automatic. You know, it renews automatically, okay? And it's guaranteed renewal, so you don't have to worry about if my plan has changed. You don't have to think about it because it's the same exact coverage every single year. Okay, so it renews automatically. They cannot cancel you because your condition changed. No, you can have it. Okay, you can have it. You can keep it forever if you want to. Okay, so enough for original Medicare. Walter, what is my second option? The second option that you have is a Medicare Advantage plan, also known as Part C. Okay? If you decide to take your Medicare Advantage plan of your Part C, you have to have your red, white, and blue card. You have to have it. Okay? Well, when I say you have to have it, I mean you have to pay the $134. Otherwise, you cannot pick up a Medicare Advantage plan. Okay, but you know what the problem is? The problem is that you don't have the chance to use it. In other words, you pay the $134, okay, but you don't exercise your right. Okay, because you decide when you decide to take the Medicare Advantage path, you are saying, okay, I'm going to give away my rights, my Medicare rights, and I'm going to take a private insurance that offers me doctor, hospitals, and prescription plan equivalent to Part A, Part B, and Part D. Okay? And of course, Medicare Advantage plan, they, in most of the cases, they bring, of course, doctor, hospital, prescription plan, but also you will hear that, or you will see that it will give you vision discount, dental discount, gym discount, among other benefits. Okay? Now, Walter, how much does it cost, this Medicare Advantage plan? Well, when working with clients, sometimes we see prices that start at $0 all the way up to $175. Now, this is an average, okay? Sometimes it starts at $0 a month and goes all the way up to 175, okay? Probably more, but that's the price information that I saw recently. So that's an average. And also is known by the insurance lingo, especially Medicare Advantage agents, as free Medicare, right? It is sold as free Medicare. It is not free because, yes, sometimes you pay $0 a month, but you have to pay $134, and also you have to make co-payments. With that, I mean that if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, you will have to pay, you will have to have a primary doctor, okay, if you have an HMO, okay, and then you have to make co-pays for primary doctor and also specialist, and it's listed on your card, right? It says primary X amount of dollars, specialist X amount of dollars. Okay, in some cases you will have deductibles that you will have to pay. That is co-insurance that you have to pay. Co-insurance is the percentage of the bill that you are responsible for. Okay, if and sometimes also you have, well, in most of the cases you have maximum out of pocket. Walter, what is a maximum out of pocket? The maximum out of pocket is the maximum dollar amount that you have to reach before you're covered 100%. Okay? Now, some of the characteristics of a Medicare Advantage plan, it is not regulated specifically by the government, okay? Because these are private insurance. Now, every insurance company have their own version of a Medicare Advantage plan, but also every company has within this company, you have several versions of a Medicare Advantage plan, okay? And one is different to another. So there is so much detail that you have to go when picking up a Medicare Advantage plan. So if you ever decide to take this path, you have to read the small print. You have to read the small print, okay? If you get the Medicare Advantage plan and you and your agent tells you, yeah, you're 100% covered. Don't worry about it. You'll read information. You'll read it when you get information. Don't worry about it. You will be covered. Now, you have to read the information and you have to ask every single question, everything to your agent. Yes, you have a network, either it's HMO or a PPO. If you leave the HMO, you most likely you will have to pay, out of your pocket. Or PPO, yes, you can leave the network, okay, or sometimes you have the network, but it's not cheap, not cheap. You are not covered 100% because, as I mentioned before, yes, sometimes you pay zero premium, but you have to pay copay, so there you're not necessarily covered 100%. And of course, the maximum out of pocket. The maximum out of pocket is the maximum amount that you have to spend, the limit, right? Before the insurance covers you 100%. And that amount goes, depending on the company, between $3,400 all the way up to $10,000. And yes, if you have, especially if you have an HMO, right, you have to have a primary doctor, okay? And of course, you will need a referral for to see a specialist, okay? And you know that they take their time. Of course, you have a network, okay? We spoke HMOs and PPOs, and this is key, okay? The plan changes every single year. That's why there is open enrollment period between October 15th to December the 7th every single year. And during that time, you have the chance to make sure that your plan covers what you need, that your plan still has the doctors that you normally go to or you regularly go to. And also is the time where you check that your prescription plan, okay, covers your medicines. Sometimes plans change. Sometimes they change. Well, not sometimes. I mean, they change every year. So that's homework that you have to make between October 15th to December the 7th. Okay, and what is really sad is that the agents do not call their customers to say, hey, listen, let's go through this. Let's go ahead and check if your doctor is still in your network. Let's check if your plan still takes your medicines. Okay, so I have customers. I spoke this morning with a client, with a lady that I helped her lowering her Medicare Supplement rate, and she has not spoken to her agent since she got the Medicare, since she turned 65 and she's 72. So she haven't spoken to this agent for 7 years, and the lady, I mean, she's been overpaying for a while. So those are just stories that we hear through the day. Option A, original Medicare. Option B, Medicare Advantage plan. Okay, now the question is, which one is better, Walter? Which one is better? The traditional Medicare, where you take your Part A and B, Medicare Supplement, or supplemental, or also known as Medigap, and prescription plan Part D, or a Medicare Advantage path? Which one is better? And the answer to that question is in this chart. I'm going to put myself over here. So this is, it's in Spanish. How come I have it in Spanish? Let me go ahead and, all right, Walter, Walter, change that. Either you turn on your closed caption or I cut this conversation. Well, let's see. Let me see if I can fix this very, very quick. I think I can fix that. All right. All right. Let's fix this very quick. Uh-huh. Look at this. Look at this, Walter. You're pretty good, Walter. Yeah. Here you go. Beep. All right. So I remove. There you go. Haha. You see? You see? All right, let's get. Oh, all right. Okay, we're back in business. The answer is in this table. We have a side-to-side comparison between a Medicare Supplement and a Medicare Advantage plan. Why, as far as network of doctors and hospitals, you don't have a network and doctors and hospitals with your Medicare Supplement plan. You have a network. You are limited on your selection when you have a Medicare Advantage plan. As far as co-payments to providers with your Medicare Supplement plan, you don't have any co-pays, okay, or co-payments. With your Medicare Advantage plans, you do have it, okay, up to $3,000 yearly out-of-pocket cost. The maximum out-of-pocket cost, okay, as I mentioned before, it goes from $34 all the way up to $10,000, okay. You don't have a maximum. You are covered 100%, okay, from the time you visit the doctor. Health plan decides what tests and procedures are approved for you. When you have a Medicare Supplement plan, you are the one that is in control of the procedure. You're in control of who you're going to see, what doctor you're going to visit, what facility you're going to go. Okay, you and your doctor are the ones who make the decisions. Unfortunately, on the Medicare Advantage plan, we heard stories where that certain treatments are not medically necessary, or the plan didn't cover that kind of procedure or that kind of treatment, right? So the insurance company is the one that determines what is good or bad for you, not necessarily your doctor. Can your plan be canceled? If you have a Medicare Supplement plan, no, it cannot be canceled as long as your premiums are paid. That's very important. And of course, with your Medicare Advantage, the plans are approved yearly and can be dropped. And that's why they opened enrollment between October 15th to December 7th. Okay, that's why it's very, very important. Okay, it's your responsibility. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, you should be speaking with your agent. I'm telling you. Okay, but you don't have to go through that headache if you have a Medicare Supplement plan. The ability to travel the country and use any doctor or hospital, you have that flexibility with your Medicare Supplement. Unfortunately, with your Medicare Advantage plan, you don't have that flexibility. Is pre-certification required for some treatments? No, you don't need to pre-certify your treatment with the Medicare Supplement plan. In some cases, you have to do it with a Medicare Advantage plan, and if you don't pre-certify the treatment, you're going to get penalized, okay? And of course, you can go to the best hospitals in the country with your Medicare Supplement plan and you will be covered 100%, okay? Unfortunately, with the Medicare Advantage plan, yes, there are great networks, but that's not in most of the cases. Unfortunately, some people, they get stuck with a doctor, they get stuck with the hospital, okay, which are not necessarily the best hospitals or doctors or facilities for your special case. All right, and that's why we pick the Medicare, the traditional Medicare, with a combination of a Medicare Supplement plan and prescription plan. This is my area of expertise. This is my area of expertise. My service includes taking you to the hand on the process of taking your Part A and Part B, also selecting your Medigap or Medicare Supplement, and of course helping you taking care of your prescription plan. Okay, and of course, if you believe that Medicare Advantage plan is for you, or Part C, Part A or Part C, then and if you're interested in getting a Medicare Advantage Part plan, I encourage you to call Medicare, how to join a Medicare Advantage plan, and you can call Medicare at 1-800-633-4227. Okay, there are agents, there are thousands of agents offering these Medicare Advantage plans throughout United States. Okay, you might have a local agent, okay, but my area of expertise is Medicare supplemental plans, Medicaps, along with traditional Medicare. I could offer you, like other agents, I can give you both options, but I cannot serve two masters or be masters of two things. So I rather focus and give my 150% to one product. And this is my path. I help customers with traditional Medicare, Medicare supplement plan, and their prescription plan. Okay? So now, what is my promise to you? My promise to you is, number one, that my service is free of charge. I don't charge you for giving you a quote. I don't charge you for explaining how the system works like other companies, other agents. I don't know how they work, but my service is free of charge. And of course, I will help you getting your red, white, and blue card. I will help you taking care of your prescription, like most of my clients. I say most of my clients because sometimes they're they like to do it on their own. It's fine, I respect that, but I offer the service, right? And of course, selecting your Medigap, okay? And of course, if you want to know a little bit more about Medigap, there is another video which is titled How My Medicare Supplement Works. You can take a look at it. And of course, what I do is I do monthly follow-up, okay? We call you every month just to, of course, check how you're doing, but also just to make sure that that we have to see if you get a new or take a new medicine, or if you drop the medicine, so we can update the Medicare database. And of course, you get my personalized service. You won't be able to talk to machine, press 1, press 2. No, I will give you my direct phone number, my cell phone number, so you can call me directly. I have customers texting me, wishing me happy Sunday, but that's not the case because today is Thursday. So yes, so you will have my undivided attention. It's you and I. It's not you and the 1-800 number. Okay, it's a personalized service. And of course, my clients. If you decide to become my client, I will give you a free life insurance. Walter, what do you mean free life insurance? Of course, I will not get into detail now. That's another video, another topic. But but don't forget, if you set up your appointment down below, if you set up your appointment, just ask me, Walter, okay, let's do business, but talk to me about this free life insurance. What are you talking about? Don't forget to ask me. And of course, the final question, Walter, where is my gift? Where is my gift, Walter? Yes, I'll get there in just a second. My gift to you is a free prescription savings program, okay? If you don't have it, if you don't have a prescription plan or prescription savings, if you're spending too much money on medicines, this card might be able to help you. You can save an average of 23% of your medication, okay? So you can get it for free. You will have it as a gift for your time, for your vote of confidence, because I know that you could be doing another thing right now, but you took the time to listen to me. I know that I have an accent, so I try to hold on sometimes. So, but thank you very much. Use it, okay? I'm going to show you something, because when I mentioned at the beginning that I have a special gift for your pet, all right, for your little cat or your doggy, whatever, I meant it, because this benefit plan has a discount for you can receive an average of 50% off on your prescription for your pet. Okay, so when your veterinarian gives you the prescription for your pet, you can take this card too and save some money over there. Okay, and of course, and if you have If you already have a prescription card or if you have a savings plan, you can go ahead and share it with someone that really needs it, okay? Well, that's it. Oh, how do I get this? Just click the bottom RX so you can enroll, okay? And if you are ready to make the appointment, just click down in the bottom. There is a box that says set up appointment or make an appointment, and just open from 9 a.m. to uh, 9 p.m. Okay, it doesn't matter the time zone, just select it. I will be there for you. Okay. Hey, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate your attention. And again, I look forward to talk to you, and it will be an honor for me to have you as a client. Take care of yourself. God bless you. And of course, if you have any questions, just send me a quick email to info@medsenior savings.com. Okay? Well, take care of yourself. God bless you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.